Have you ever bought an expensive new phone, only to find it has problems right out of the box? That's exactly what some users of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra are facing. There have been reports of strange screen issues that are making some people question whether Samsung has lost its touch with quality control. One user on Reddit shared their frustrating experience with a Galaxy S25 Ultra that they believe is defective. They noticed thin horizontal lines showing up on the screen, especially when waking the phone before unlocking it. The user also experienced screen blinking. Samsung's customer support suggested troubleshooting steps like testing the phone in safe mode and doing a factory reset. Unfortunately, none of these steps worked, and it seems like the problem might be a hardware issue with the phone itself. This situation is disappointing, especially for those who expected a high-quality phone from a premium brand like Samsung. But that's not the only issue with the Galaxy S25 Ultra screen. Another user noticed a different problem with the phone's camera. When they zoomed in or out, vertical lines appear on the display. However, the lines only showed up in the camera app. Outside of the camera, the screen looked fine. This issue seems to be a software bug, which could potentially be fixed with an update, but it's still frustrating for those who want their phone to work perfectly right away. These reports are raising concerns about whether Samsung's quality control has dropped. When people spend a lot of money on a flagship phone, they expect it to be flawless. If early buyers are getting faulty units, it could hurt Samsung's reputation. People might start second-guessing their decision to buy the phone, worrying that they could also face these issues. This kind of negative publicity can hurt sales and turn away potential customers. One user even tested a demo unit of the Galaxy S25 Ultra in a store and noticed another issue with the display. They saw graininess, especially at red gradients when the screen was at full brightness. The issue was hard to notice because the store's lighting was very bright, but the graininess was visible at the highest brightness level. This might not be a deal breaker for everyone, but for people who like watching movies or shows in low light, a display with grainy areas could be a major problem. If Samsung's display can't handle dark scenes well, it could be a big disappointment for many users. However, Samsung is working on improving its displays. The company has fixed a similar issue with the Galaxy S24 Ultra's screen, which had graininess at low brightness. Experts who tested the Galaxy S25 Ultra's display have confirmed that the problem is no longer present. Samsung seems to have listened to feedback and made changes to improve the display quality. The company still uses similar display materials to the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but it appears that they have made important adjustments to address earlier concerns. On the other hand, not all changes to the Galaxy S25 Ultra are being welcomed. One of the biggest complaints is the decision to replace the Bluetooth-enabled S Pen with a regular one. This means features like air actions and gesture controls, which were popular with Galaxy Note and Ultra users, are no longer available. Some people argue that these features weren't widely used, but for many loyal fans of the S Pen, this feels like a downgrade. Losing these special features has upset a lot of longtime Samsung users. Another new feature of the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the Keep to charging, which promises faster charging speeds. While this sounds great, it hasn't received as much attention as Samsung probably hoped. Instead, most of the focus has been on the display problems and the removal of the S Pen features. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is a powerful phone with many great features, but early complaints about its screen and the removal of key S Pen features are shaping how people feel about it. The real question is whether Samsung will address these issues and fix the problems quickly. If these issues with the display are widespread, Samsung will need to act fast to keep customers happy and maintain its reputation for quality. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news. Is Google about to deliver the biggest battery upgrade for its budget-friendly Pixel series? The Pixel 9a is expected to launch on March 19, with sales beginning a week later on March 26. As always, aims to offer great value by combining a refined design, Google's latest Tensor chipset, and overall improved experience. But the real question is whether its battery life will be a game changer. Leaks suggest the Pixel 9a will come with a massive 5,100 mAh battery, a significant jump from the Pixel 7a and Pixel 8a, which had 4,385 mAh and 4,492 mAh batteries respectively. Even the standard Pixel 9 is expected to have a smaller 4,700 mAh battery, making the Pixel 9 one of the longest-lasting smartphones in Google's lineup. Currently, the only device in the Pixel series with a comparable capacity is the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which features a 5,060 mAh battery. If these leaks turn out to be accurate, the Pixel 9a could become the go-to option for users prioritizing endurance over anything else. A larger battery is always a welcome upgrade, but what makes this even more interesting is the possibility of new battery technology. In recent years, companies like OnePlus, Vivo, and Honor have introduced lithium silicon batteries, which provide higher energy density without increasing the overall size. If Google decides to incorporate similar advancements, the Pixel 9a could see a substantial boost in battery efficiency without making the phone noticeably bulkier. There is no confirmation yet on whether Google is using this technology. The mere possibility raises expectations for longer-lasting performance. Battery life, however, depends on more than just the size of the battery. A phone's processor plays a crucial role in determining how efficiently power is used. The Pixel 9a is rumored to feature Google's Tensor G4 chipset, which is expected to offer better power management compared to its predecessors. If this chipset delivers improved efficiency, the combination of a bigger battery and smarter power consumption could allow users to go an entire day or even longer without needing to recharge. While battery capacity is increasing, charging speeds might stay the same. Reports indicate that the Pixel 9a will retain the 18-watt wired charging and 7.5-watt wireless charging seen in previous models. With a 5,100 mAh battery, a full charge could take nearly 2 hours, which is slightly slower than the Pixel 8a, which takes about 1 hour and 46 minutes. In a market where many mid-range and flagship smartphones offer much faster charging speeds, Google sticking to these relatively slower rates might disappoint some users. However, for those who care more about battery longevity than quick top-ups, this may not be a major drawback. Despite the charging speeds remaining unchanged, the extended battery life is expected to be the real highlight. With such a significant boost in capacity, the Pixel 9a could allow users to go through their day without constantly worrying about finding a charger. If Google optimizes the software effectively, this device could outperform many of its competitors in terms of endurance, making it a strong option for people who need a reliable battery without sacrificing performance. Aside from battery improvements, the Pixel 9a is expected to maintain the core strengths of previous models, such as Google's advanced camera software, clean and smooth Android experience, and guaranteed software updates. With a rumored price of $499 United States dollars, it could be one of the most compelling budget-friendly smartphones available, especially if the battery improvements live up to expectations. What do you think about the Pixel 9a's rumored battery upgrade? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech releases. Why did Samsung decide against using its most advanced 200-megapixel ISOCELL HP9 sensor in the Galaxy S25 Ultra? Many would expect the company to equip its top-tier smartphone with the best camera hardware it has ever developed. After all, this high-end sensor is not only a Samsung innovation, but is also being used by other smartphone brands. Yet, when it came to its own flagship device, Samsung made a different choice. This decision has raised questions among tech enthusiasts, but there are solid reasons behind it. One of the biggest factors influencing this move is Samsung's market position. While some competing brands have adopted the ISOCELL HP9 sensor in their premium models, these devices have not seen massive success in terms of sales. They serve more as showcases for cutting-edge technology rather than mainstream bestsellers. On the other hand, Samsung's Galaxy S Ultra series consistently dominates the high-end smartphone market, making it unnecessary for the company to follow trends just for the sake of it. Unlike small